get down to brass tacks, gentlemen.
This is it. The American dream.
Let's just cut the crap and get down to brass tacks here.
This is it. The American dream.
Let's get down to brass tacks here.
This is it. The American dream.
But let's get to brass tacks here.
Need to fucking practice, Randy.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Brass Tacks Podcast, episode 52. We are your hosts, Rick and Adam. My name is Rick.
I'm here too.
And that's motherfucking Adam. And we are joined, as always, by the lovely and talented Executive Intern Logan.
Hello.
How's it going? We got us a lovely show today.
What's up, Rabbi?
Oh, my boy's up in there again. Rabbi Red Eye, welcome, my friend. A hearty shalom to you, and welcome. Thank you for being the first, as usual. It's another beautiful day.
Shalom.
And we got us a hot-ass show for you. We're going to be covering a new phenomenon called woke fishing. We're covering some really horrendous living conditions for seniors in Australia. We've got U.S. Postal Service removing mailboxes and all that other shit. We got a very special Bologna Boi. We're going to be covering a pony fetish festival in New Orleans. So sit tight. We're going to fucking bring you the heat as usual. And I hope wherever you are in this planet of ours, you're doing okay and you're avoiding the horse shit because God knows it's coming in spades. But I guess before we get into the real meat of the episode, I wanted to talk about something I witnessed at work the other day that just, like, it pisses me off to no end. And it's something that I see pretty regularly around that store. And it's couples who argue about just dumb shit. Like, first of all, I don't like when couples argue in public anyway. Like, I hate when other people make their problems my problem, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so basically what I was seeing was two kind of half in the bag people, you know, it was a couple, they were like probably around our age or whatever.
Drinking Schlitz or what?
No, of course they were carrying White Claw, and I think the dude had some random fruity craft beer that we sell there. But they're arguing the entire time, going up and down the aisles there, and I guess the chick was like, oh, you know, I haven't seen my friends in so long amount of time, whatever the fuck, and I want to go see them tonight. And the guy's like, well, what am I supposed to do, man? I don't know. I'm just gonna hang out by myself. And she was like, yeah, dude, just like hang out, like you're playing video games all the time anyway, like just hang out and I'll go hang out with my friends. And he goes, well, I'm gonna call so-and-so up and we're gonna hang out. And she's like, you already know you're not allowed to hang out with what's his name there because you always drink too much and then you come home and you're my problem. And I'm thinking, like, why, like, unless there's kids involved or something like that, why?
There probably is.
But
there probably is, dude.
Well, they didn't mention it. That's the thing. There was no mention of kids. Usually you feel like that would be your first defense mechanism if you didn't want your significant other to go out and have fun of any type of in any type of regard. But these were, like I said, like younger guys and girls, probably around our age, probably a little bit younger. But my whole thing is, like, if there's not kids involved, why do you have to ask permission in a relationship to go hang out with your friends or just go do something on your own? Because that's a problem I've had in several of my relationships. Like, thank God it was none of my recent relationships. But of course, like when you're a little bit younger, like in your later teens, early 20s, I feel like that was a problem I encountered with literally everyone I dated.
Everyone?
Yeah, literally everyone.
Yeah.
I feel like that is a huge problem, like in this age group that, like early 20s.
Yeah, dude. My whole thing about it is like, why did it become a thing where like the guy now all of a sudden needed to weaponize this friend that he has that his girlfriend or whatever doesn't like? Like, why does there have to be an automatic response of like, well, if you're going to do that, I'm going to do this. It's like, if she's just going to hang out with her friends, like, what the fuck is your problem?
It's a non-conversation, dude.
Exactly. And I had to listen to these idiots walk up and down the aisle and have this entire fucking long, drawn-out conversation about who they can and can't hang out with and all this other dumb shit. And it just kind of brought me back to some of the more like not so cool relationships I've had.
It's an insecurity thing, dude.
Exactly. And that's where I kind of saw it coming from. You know, it's like, and this was another instance of like a 4 walking around with like a solid 8. You ever see that? Like a really attractive chick with like just a gross teardown of a dude.
Sure.
And you
All the
always
time.
wonder like, what the fuck does she see in him? But what we always fail to remember is that whether you're a guy or a girl, we're all pretty much garbage, you know, like for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just that just kind of rubbed the wrong way because I always hear of shit like that, especially with married couples. It's like there's something about once you get married, you have to do everything together. You can't have any time for yourself. Like what is that even about? Like why would you fucking just switch gears all of a sudden and now homeboy can't hang out with his homeboys or homegirl can't run out with her homegirls because the dude thinks like she's going to be out fucking everyone. And that's really all it is. Like Adam, you hit it on the head correctly. I mean, guys and girls, they just think that if they're not in the immediate vicinity of their significant other, they're going to be out there fucking people.
It's insecurities, dude.
Yeah. And it's just,
That's
I
it.
don't know.
That's all it is.
It's just fucking
On
annoying
both
to
sides,
watch.
probably to some degree, but probably that one side's way more insecure.
What do you mean? You think like from the
Well,
female's
the dude's
end or
no,
from
the
dude?
dude's probably pretty
Oh, yeah.
insecure.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's rightfully so though, because I feel like in a lot of ways we're not tearing down any real walls by saying it's easier for a chick to go out there and get laid than it would be a guy in
No.
most cases. So I could understand why maybe a dude would feel weird about that. But my whole thing is like, why are you dating somebody that you're worried about that with in the first place? Like, if
Well, that's
it's-
what I'm saying. Like, yeah, of course.
It's like if you already
On either side, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like like you said before, it's literally a fucking non-issue. So I don't know. It just that pissed me off, and I hate seeing shit like that. And like I said before, I hate when other people come in arguing and they make their issues my issue,
Right.
especially when they're drunk.
Well, they're always drunk, Richard. They're going into a liquor store. What do you think? They're not drunk?
That's a very good point.
They're slammed.
I told you about the chick that came in chasing after her drunk husband, didn't I?
No.
Oh, dude. Okay, so this was not too long ago. So some guy comes in, he has one flip-flop on and his other foot is bare. He smells like I could smell rum on him from the door.
You could get a Bic lighter and it would just be like a dragon going on.
Yeah, he looked like a fucking Bunsen burner. Like he had that same kind of like aura about him. But he picks up a handle of Captain Morgan, he brings it over to the counter, and as I'm ringing it up, this crazy fat bitch comes running in. And she goes, "Don't you sell that! Don't you sell that!" And I was like, "What are you talking about, lady?" She grabs it off the counter. She goes, "He is fucking drunk. And if you sell him that booze, I'm going to call the police on you so fast." I was like, "All right, if you're drunk, dude, you got to leave. Lady, quit yelling at me. Get out of the fucking store." They proceeded to argue in the lobby. I had to physically walk around the counter, go up to them, and like start ushering them as you would usher a crowd out of like a movie theater or something.
You got a bed.
Gross people. Bet you they live in the trailer park nearby.
Well, that's the thing is I don't. Oh wait, there is a. Never mind. I was about to say this is a nicer area or town, but actually there's a trailer park literally like a block from here.
There's always a trailer park a block from anywhere.
Well, especially a liquor store. I feel like.
Yeah.
Hang up and you call right back. Now that's gonna be stuck in my head.
Well, you're ushering people, dude.
Dude, I'm glad he has. Usher hasn't gotten me too'd at all, has he?
I mean,
I don't think so.
he's gotten Valtrex too'd, I think.
Well, you can't.
Allegedly, right?
Well, statistically, you can't do as much banging as Usher has done in his lifetime and not contract.
Wilt Chamberlain did. Look it up.
He never got any STDs.
Apparently no herpes.
Well, that was also I feel like that was a safer era in time to be having
I don't think it
sex
well
indiscriminately.
potentially. I don't know, man.
Because Wilt Chamberlain was what, the 70s, late 70s? If I remember correctly, I think Intern Logan's on it already.
Wilt Chamberlain has claimed he's banged over like 1,000 or 10,000 women or something.
I believe it though. I mean, that's the thing too. Is like, so if you want to have sex like on the level that like, or on the level of availability that like women have, you have to have a shitload of money, or at least a shitload of like clout and fame, like public notoriety.
Clout. Yeah.
I hate using the word clout, but that's I guess
What's your
what it
clout
is.
score, dude?
Dude, I used to
0.
I used to watch that app. Like I had a clout app I'm sure you did too, but
No.
oh no, I'm the only one.
So he started his career in the 60s, and yeah, you guys are right. No known STTs that he ever contracted.
Yeah, it's the 60s. You can.
And
fuck
did he
whoever
say
you
he
want.
banged over
Like
1,000?
20,000.
Yeah.
is what it was saying.
Rookie numbers.
20,000, dude.
Rookie numbers.
I don't know.
I say, if you're not like at least at a mil, it's not worth bragging about.
You realize there has to be like 3 different women or whatever a day.
I know. I'm just thinking like it's
Doing that math is insane.
Yeah, I don't understand that kind of shit though. Like that's
Let's say
another
a 10-year period. How many days are in a 10-year period? How many days are in 10 years?
365 times 10.
Correct. And then divide that by 20,000.
Logan, I hope you're taking all that down because
That's
I'm
how
not
many
doing that.
people you'd have to bang a day for 10 years.
Dude, I don't have it in me to put the effort forward to bang one person, let alone that
It's
many.
like one person a day.
Damn, Adam.
Oh my god.
So he was just doing like a normal amount of banging. I think
That's
once
not
day
a
is
normal
healthy.
amount. Hold on.
Once around, well, you should be coming once a day, I think.
Well, yeah, of course.
There's all this nonsense
Hold on.
online about semen retention. I just don't buy into it. Yeah, dude.
There's
People
nothing
online,
about semen retention.
I swear to God, there is, dog. It's literally like a subgroup of the internet. It's like these dudes that think, oh, if I don't whack off for a certain amount of time, I'll build up like a decent amount of testosterone. And like there's like conspiracy theorists online that think if you masturbate all the time, then you are kind of like hindering your production of testosterone. You're likely to develop like man tits and stuff because your estrogen production won't be like being.
Why? That you're simulating banging all the time. You mean it should be
That's-
your testosterone's working overtime.
That's what I'm saying, Adam. I mean, from a logical standpoint, their argument doesn't make sense, but there's an entire like group of dudes online that really practice this and they think that it's a thing.
Like blue pills?
Well, obviously, they probably have to take blue pills if they want this shit to work. Bunch of fucking no dick having nobodies on the internet. This country is full of jails, churches, and liquor stores. You right, dog. You right. Bragging about getting
Jails,
trim will get you
churches,
canceled.
liquor stores, and gun stores.
Oh yeah, we cannot forget the firearms boutiques. I
I
cannot.
love guns. I'm just saying.
Well, that's another thing too. This actually brings up what Logan and I were talking about how we love weed, but we hate weed culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like just your traditional stoner and like people that are super into dabs and stuff, and like the just this people that whose entire Instagram accounts consist of like, look what I bought today, man. I got this live resin. Check out this wax, bro. You know, like those people. It's one of those things that
I don't want to be around you.
Yeah, exactly. And to me, like I love firearms. I was raised around them. I enjoy them. It's just a fun activity, and I think it's a practical activity. It's a practical skill to have. But I hate going into a conventional gun shop. I get it. Everybody's got to wear their arms and shit like that just in case. It's a dangerous place to work. Just in case, you got to have it out. But like everyone talks and acts the same in them. Like everyone's got the same mentality. It's the same thing as weed culture. It's like,
Yeah,
I just put night sights on this. Just got done painting sights. You fired this bad boy. I'm running a couple hundred rounds through it today. Just talking about nonsense. Like I don't want to hear about.
No, you bring up a good point. On either end of the spectrum, there's
Most-
like a culture to it.
Yeah.
I don't.
For like
that-
everything.
Yeah, that of which I don't want to be a part of.
Exactly.
Any of their cultures.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. Is like I feel like
I like certain things, right? But
right.
that doesn't define me.
That's what it is.
You know,
That's what it is. You can have interests and things like that, but
Those are
it
very
shouldn't
monolithic.
define. Yeah, exactly. It shouldn't define who you are as a person.
Right.
Like when did we become so one-dimensional as a society? That's
I mean,
my whole thing.
Ever since 4D chess came out, dude.
Shut up. But it's just, I don't know. It like anytime there's a community built around anything, it just always devolves into these sycophantic echo chambers, and there's no diversity. There's no differing opinions. It's just the same horseshit being regurgitated time and time again. You could look at video game culture. You can look at even podcasting communities and shit like that. You hear a lot of the same things, a lot of same questions being asked, a lot of the same like answers being given, and there's nothing ever really fresh about it.
Look, dude, you want to go down that rabbit hole, dude?
Daddy already took a
You
stroll down that
cannot
rabbit
go
hole.
down that rabbit hole because you know the truth.
Well, the truth is, we're all just a bunch of easily distracted idiots.
The truth is, this is what the powers that be want.
Oh yeah,
They want you to be segmented in these little silos of beliefs.
Well, yeah.
So you don't want to. You're distant from anyone outside that silo. So the numbers that can get together and like make a statement and make an actual movement are cut in fractions. So you can't actually pursue real change in government, getting money out of politics, things like that, because
that's a good point.
We need to worry about, this pro-life. I'm pro-life to or nothing, or I'm pro-choice for nothing. Like, that's it. That's my big thing. If the candidate's not this or this, that's it.
Yeah, you're extremely right, because there is always an underlying like we've said before, like with the mask thing, with the pandemic, like we found a way we found a way to politicize a global health crisis. And it's like, if you don't wear a mask, you believe a certain thing. If you do wear a mask, you believe a certain thing. Or
it's all about these siloed statements.
Well, all of these cultures that we're talking about, all these subgroups of society and shit like that, there's always that underlying veil of ideology that goes along with whatever interest you're interested in. Like, half the time, like if I'm in a gun store, chances are I have nothing in common with those people other than my love for firearms.
That's not true. You might find there's probably some people that are similar to.
Well, maybe, but I'm saying as a rule, you can generally guess.
Right, I get it. Yeah, and the same as if we go into a weed store.
Right.
It's going to be the same probably percentage.
Exactly. Like, that's another thing too. I hate, like, just the service industry in general. I hate going into weed stores and just, it's always the same type of guy or the same type of girl.
Dude, but
that you have to deal with.
That's the statement. The pro-gun people, they're like whatever culture, and the weed cult, whatever their culture is, there's a lot of commonalities.
Right.
But they're going to be separated because of these stupid, single,
exactly.
Differentiating views so they're, that's it, I'm out.
And you're right.
But
that's
if these groups,
that's the goal.
these groups have a lot in common in a lot of ways for as far as freedom goes, and things like that, potentially.
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
but at the ground level, I know gun owners and big weed people all agree, on the certain rights of getting money out of politics, right?
Right. I think most people in general would.
Unless you're a super wealthy influencer that you can, that's beneficial to you. Outside of that,
right,
small
but then
group,
you're the minority.
Well, that's my point. Like, everyone in mass agrees that money needs to be out of politics, things like that. But we have to. The media's doing it, government's doing it. We got to pick a side. We got to pick a little tiny side.
Right.
So it's all divided.
Well, that would entail humanity being able to put their differences aside to find common ground, and that's something that on a more conspiratorial level, the powers that be are way better at keeping us divided, because they have the resources in which they choose what you see on your screens. It's kind of why I hate social media right now. This whole pay to play mentality, like your friends that are on your friends list already, that have already basically told the website, I want to see more from this person. Now they're not even able to see a lot of your content because you have to pay. You're always being propositioned to pay fucking $10 so that an extra 30 people can throw a like on your post. Get the fuck out of here. And it's such a dangerous thing to implement, because it allows the entities that do have the resources to put their propaganda or whatever it is, whatever narrative that it is that they're trying to spin. It allows them to throw it in the forefront. It allows it to circumvent the need for a friend request or a private message request or something like that. Now it's like, just in your news feed or your live feed, you have zero control over it. If they want to put the money in it, then you're gonna see it. Meanwhile, guys like us, like when I just want a couple of my friends to check out like a clip from the show or something like that, they can't find my shit unless they search for it directly all the time. Yeah. Because our fucking content's being buried under this ridiculous algorithm that serves no one except for people that want to influence the masses.
It does serve. Yeah, it's like there's people that pay for SEO, like you're talking about.
Hey, what's up, Bite Size? How's it going? Bite Size says, happy birthday, Logan.
Thank you.
He said shout out to Spanish Steve too. Fucking Spanish Steve.
Dude.
Where you been, Spanish Steve?
Yeah, well, I gotta keep an eye out on the I forgot, I didn't check the
not only that yet. Bite Size.
Yo. You up in there?
What about the conspiracy I've heard that I'm just making up right now.
Okay.
That you are Jack Frags.
Who is Jack Frags? That's such a left field thing.
No. He's not. No, he's a super popular British guy who does YouTube gaming videos.
He was
that's
very
right.
popular
Yeah.
in the Battlefield community for
Super
a while
popular.
before.
Okay,
Battlefield
I remember.
took
I remember
a
you
dive.
guys telling me about that. I have no memory. Let's get into bad news.
Well, I've got some good news and some bad news.
Okay, give me the bad news.
What's the bad news?
They're dead.
This whole thing fucking sucks. I mean, this is the biggest pile of shit
All right, so we have a new dating phenomenon that's been going on the internet, and it is called woke fishing. Now, if you're not familiar with what woke fishing is, this is something that happens when somebody encounters someone on a dating website. Normally, it's going to be a male encountering a female on a dating website, and if they notice that the female that they're trying to pursue is quote unquote woke, they will pretend themselves to be woke and then pursue this female as a woke individual
to
get the puss.
It's a white knighting dating site.
Yes, a very fake.
Gotcha.
Most white knights, I feel like, on the internet are usually pretty genuine about their advances. Like, they're usually like autists of some sort. But with this is some like black hat white knighting, I guess you could call it. Let's see. Yeah, even Bite Size didn't know who Jack Frags is. And
Bite Size, come on, guy.
he also said car crash for you.
Fair enough. No, Jack Frags is awesome.
Hey, Sky, how's it going? I see Skylar up in there. I see Skylar's dad in there, too. What's up, John? How's it going, dude? But, all right, so I got this sound clip from the Mike and Carla morning show on 96.3 KKLZ. This is a one of your traditional hacky morning radio shows out of Las Vegas. And I got to turn the volume down a little bit because this clip has like one of those stupid intros that all hacky radio shows do.
It's Mike and Carla's Other News. Sponsored by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. Give them
Why
a
do
call
they have to
today,
do that?
855 1 Hour. That's 855 1
I just
hour.
got reverse ASMR.
I didn't realize this, but
Yeah.
there's a new dating term. I don't know if you're familiar with this. Woke fishing. Woke fishing. That's where somebody pretends to care about social and progressive issues to get dates on dating apps.
Okay, there we go. We'll do whatever it takes, I guess.
I can't handle
It
this.
doesn't matter. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I
It's so
care
bad.
about that.
Yes,
I'm telling you, I'm getting reverse ASMR, dude.
Do you hear
It's
the,
like growing down my spine.
Do you hear the hacky, like,
the
well, have you
whole-
heard? It's woke fishing. Have you heard that? And then she's got the same fat whole voice, like the, oh no, stop it.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's reverse. If you wear headphones and listen to this podcast, you experience reverse ASMR, dude.
Could you describe what reverse ASMR is?
Well, ASMR is supposed to be like some like sounds that are like appealing to your like you listen when it's like
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, like sensory.
So this is like I'm getting this. It's still doing the same effect as far as moving through my, like you can feel it.
Is it giving you douche chills?
Yes, correct.
Well, it is really bad. I mean,
I'm trying to be woke with the reverse. I can't say douche chills anymore, right? So
Is there a
You can say
picture of
whatever you
these
want.
two?
reverse AMS.
Actually, yes, there is a picture of these two. You guys want to see Mike and Carla? Get ready. Ah! So this is it should pop up on your monitor pretty soon, but
okay.
yeah, I know I keep forgetting there's like a slight delay over there.
30-second delay.
So
Okay.
that's them on
They-
the right here.
They look exactly how they sound, like
I
exactly
wanna-
how you'd expect them.
So when I searched this out today, first of all, they're doing the same thing that you always see with these stupid radio shows. Like, look at the hole over here. She's got her arms crossed with her little Kate +8 haircut. What a mess. And look, her shirt's being devoured over here by her little side flaps. And look at this middle-aged nothing standing to the left of her with these white I get naked on camera sunglasses he's got on, and then a salt and pepper faux hawk.
Look, he means he's saying, hey, I'm cool. Look, I put my sunglasses crooked down a little bit.
What he's saying is, look
While I'm
out for
taking a
this
picture.
show.
Settle down here.
Yeah, you better. You just took a wrong turn into Hilarityville.
Yeah, strap in. It's about to get weird.
And you know this cunt with her arms crossed is going to be fucking keeping him in line. You know she's going to keep him in check for that entire time.
Yeah, it's very
something that bothers me is
Terry Clifford-ish.
Yeah, very Terry Clifford-ish. I would say she's more fuckable than Terry Clifford.
Yes.
Like gun to my head.
Look, you're not setting the bar's not high. Very low, but yes, there are depths to even lows.
I was gonna say gun to your head, and you had to make a choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, here, let me try to. I'm gonna find a picture of Terry Clifford real quick so Logan can see.
Not poor Terry Clifford. She's been a.
There she is.
Oh no!
All right,
don't do it.
So that's Terry Clifford, and then that is that is Carla. So gun to your head. Which one would you have to bang? Like, which one would you bang if you absolutely had to?
Carla.
All right, good man. Oh, and Skylar says happy birthday, Logan.
Oh, thank you, Skylar.
Or he said logo.
Don't have to come in there and jam you up.
God damn it, Skylar. We're going to jam you up, dude.
Yeah, you're literally right next door, dude. You're over here getting smart in the chat like you won't get fucking jammed up. Bite Size says Carla as well. Yeah, I think
100% hands down.
So yeah, so woke fishing. Who didn't see that coming? It's literally.
What do you mean? It's coming where? It's always been around.
Actually, even better point. You're right. So let's not pretend that every man everywhere on planet Earth, except for the guy sitting in this room, because you all know that.
You can get a doggy style.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, whoop.
Yeah, my
We're
bad.
stone cold feminists here, and we're calling you out.
You can get a doggy style.
Just let it play.
Those are your only choices. This is my house, and I get to say.
I still suck so bad at this, but I don't even remember what the fuck I was saying.
This was just a cry for content for him.
Yeah, it was. Well, that's the thing too. Oh yeah, that's what I was getting at is let's not pretend that every guy everywhere on planet Earth at one point or another hasn't pretended to be a little bit of not a piece of shit than they normally are. Like, let's not pretend that guys aren't out there actively like trying to present themselves as something that they aren't to get puss.
Well, yeah, white knighting though is just it's played out, dude.
It just to me it's like, why? Like, it's funny, I guess. It's funny fodder for a talk show and shit like that. It's very funny, but like, let's not pretend this is a new phenomenon. I mean, this is something. I guess I called it a new phenomenon in the beginning of the segment, but that's because I guess now there's a label for it. Like, I don't think people back in the 1600s were using the word woke. I don't even know if they were using the word catfish, and they were just like, I guess back then it was more or less just like you could get away with rape, so maybe the whole courting process wasn't as arduous as it is these days. Because you got to be careful. I mean, you might wake up and be looking at a rape charge like Adam does all the time.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Don't pretend that you're not one of the most prolific rapists that Colorado's ever seen.
That is not true.
Let's segue from these fucking wildebeests. So in other news, we have ants crawling from wounds. Horrifying scenes at coronavirus hit aged care in Melbourne. So we got ants crawling out of festering wounds. Horrific footage of a 95-year-old woman left to languish in a Melbourne aged care facility struck by COVID-19 shows ants crawling from a wound on her leg and the bandages around it crusted with blood. So that's appetizing. The footage and photos described by federal aged care minister as heartbreaking were taken inside Carla, Care, a private residential home in Melbourne's northwest on Tuesday, some 2 weeks after the virus first identified in one staff member. The woman, known to her family as Milka, died on Friday morning of conditions unrelated to COVID-19.
I'm assuming that's Mika.
With the L? That's an L. That says Milka, dude. What are you fucking reading? And don't just sit there and give me dead air.
Actually. Yeah, that could be Mika. That could be Mika. Mika?
Whatever, dude. I'm so sick of your Slavic ways.
What I want to know is, look, at the end of the day, I hear about this. Where are all the uncles?
All right.
I don't know.
you're fucking ridiculous. You know that, right?
Fake news.
But I mean, what if that was your grandma? Wait, you don't have? Is your grandma dead? Or
No.
do you guys have grandmothers?
No.
Yes, both of mine are still alive.
Oh, lucky you.
Well, no. Any of my grandparents have been dead for over 10 years.
Lucky. I've still got a few hanging on. I should probably make some more phone calls. That's the thing. I don't call my family enough. I really need to get better at that. I feel like such a bag of shit sometimes. It's like, I've never been one of those people that, like even with my friends, like I can go a long time without seeing my friends. And for me, when I see them again, it's like nothing changed. But some of those there are some people out there that just internalize that. Like if they don't hear from you on a regular basis, they just assume that like you hate them. And I'm always afraid that like my family members are gonna think that of me because I don't call a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm just not one of those people that
Same
needs
way.
a lot of attention and shit.
Yep. I'm the same way, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you and I, especially like, especially when I was drinking like super bad all the time, we would go a long time without seeing one another, and that's when you were working a different schedule too. So like, Adam and I would go fucking like months without seeing each other sometimes, and it's not like we needed to. Like we would text back and forth and shit, but it's not like we needed to like be having fucking hour-long conversations and shit all the time.
No.
Bite Size says weird news.
Totally new.
Kingdom of Nakedness. But yeah, that's just a gross picture. I really, that pisses me off and everything. I hate it. I hate when like old people get left to just fucking suffer like that.
Yeah. Because you should all realize that's where we're going to be if we're lucky enough someday.
Oh, dude, you know, I would be surprised if any of these ways of how, I guess, warehousing old people, I'll be surprised if we even have the funding for those when we're old enough. And I've said it a million times. When I get to the point where I can't take care of myself, I'm doing the honorable thing. Daddy's going to give himself a 12-gauge haircut right in his bed.
Yeah.
Because I'm not trying to be somebody else's problem. Like that's just not how I want to do things. You know, it's one of those things where like if you lose your faculties, you're shitting in a bag, or like you can't walk anymore, is there really, aside from fear, what's keeping you from killing yourself or from dying? You know what I mean? And just moving on.
It depends on the person. Maybe they have some weird perspective where that.
I know for some people it's probably a religious thing because they're like, oh, if I kill myself, I don't get an afterlife or whatever. But it's like, if you're in our position, you don't believe in God or anything, then like, you know, what's really stopping you? It's like, I don't want to be a problem for my family. I don't want to be a problem for my friends. And if I'm shitting myself and not able to hold food down and I can't walk and stuff, what am I doing? I don't care about Christmas that much to have to see another one. Like, that's not my priority. My priority is just to get done what I want to get done in this life. And when I can't do it anymore, I'm out.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Adam, if you were going to kill yourself, how would you do it? Go.
I don't know, maybe skydive or something?
I like it. Logan?
Probably with the noose. Hang myself.
I like that. It's eerie. It leaves a horrific scene behind.
Definitely edgy.
I like how Logan's trolling even in death. How about people in the chat? Tell me how you'd kill yourself if you were to off yourself.
That's terrible.
Rabbi, you are correct. Fear of death is a very powerful thing. And I'm not going to sit here and lie and act like a tough butt, like I'm not afraid of death in any capacity. I'm like, I just think that like when it happens, and you're not going to be really like, that's it. You're not going to feel anything. Like once you're dead, you're dead. It's not going to matter one way or the other. It's going to suck for people who thought you were cool and whatever. But I mean, whatever. I'm really like, my life doesn't have to hinge on a handful of people's opinion on me.
Yeah. I mean, you're getting edgy, but
I stay edgy. I'm the edgelord.
This is a Saturday afternoon podcast. Cobra
Bite Size said that his way of going out would be to be murdered by Adam's PTSD.
Oh.
Rabbi says skydiving is actually pretty good. It's exciting, and then splat. That would be
exactly.
So I always had an idea. Like I thought this would be funny if I ever came into an inordinate amount of money, or just saved this amount of money up to have this done upon my death. If I ever do procreate and I ever have like grandchildren or something like that, and I kick the bucket, I want to be taxidermied and then dropped from a plane over like an outside birthday or something like that. So I just go through a picnic table.
Oh, dude, that'd be pretty cool.
Right? And then just have like a pre-recorded sound box or something on me, and it's just me screaming.
The fuck is a sound box?
Like something, I guess like a Bluetooth speaker or something that I could like have a pre-recorded message.
A Bluetooth speaker's holding up through all that. Okay.
You never know, dude. They're getting better with it all the time. The technology is advancing. If there's one thing we need, it's more durable Bluetooth devices. I do like the skydiving one though. I think realistically, if I was going to kill myself, I wouldn't shoot myself in the head because, like I said, that kind of flies in the face of what I said about like not wanting to make my problem somebody else's problem.
Right.
And that's gonna scar some people mentally if you do that. So I think, like, in all honesty, what I would do is, like, you know me, I'm an edgelord. I'd probably put on my best, like, I'd put on a Burzum shirt and walk into the forest at wintertime and just not come back. Like a true Viking. I'd just go out there and fucking just let the elements take me. I'd return to the earth.
It's very pagan of you.
Thank you.
Just for clarification, that was for me, not for Adam.
Yeah.
How you feeling? How you feeling now, buddy?
Oh no, I was saying thank you to you.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh hell yeah, dude. Skylar's entire family's listening right now. Hello all. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. That's always nice. Let's see. What else do we have going on?
It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. So remember
Skylar's
that.
got them all in here so we don't go jam him up.
Logan, before we move on, would you like to give Adam a turkey crash? It's that button right there. Come on over and get yourself.
I think it was, it made sense, right? I mean,
it was okay. It wasn't enough to save you from the dreaded turkey crash.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Now we have another thing happening on the planet. U.S. Postal Service has been removing mailboxes in Portland, and I believe a couple other states, if I'm not super fucking retarded. Probably am, though. And this is a video of, I guess, them. It's some fucking news agency out there, news outlet. But let's listen to what they have to say.
Let's switch gears now to a photo that is really freaking
great
people out
audio,
online. We
guys.
frankly lost track of how many people flagged us on this with the hashtag HeyDan. It was nuts. So here it is. You might have already seen it. That's a
Again, I hate to interrupt this, but every goddamn time we pull audio from a news agency,
a local news agency,
even sometimes the mainstream ones, dude, they always have fucked up background static or feedback going on in the background. They never have a decent video or sound quality.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it was like 2 episodes ago we pulled a clip from like Fox or something like that, and it was the same thing.
Same thing, dude. Like some stupid feedback going on in the background because I'm guessing somebody's lapel mic was too close to a tacky brooch. You never know. I mean,
brooch. I hate that word.
Brooches are the dumbest thing.
I hate that word.
The only appropriate time to put a brooch on something is like a corpse.
Not even that.
A brooch is worn by corpses.
Not even that, because you have to say brooch.
Well, I'm saying most people that are corpses wearing brooches come from a time where brooches were fashionable.
Gotta give something to the grave robbers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was, dude. I was watching. Oh God, I've been watching this fucking TV show. It's set in the early 1800s. There was a goddamn issue with grave robbing. I'm sure there's always been an issue with grave robbing. What am I saying?
Yeah.
But you used to have to pay grave diggers like extra money to dig the grave extra deep so that grave robbers wouldn't get to it. Until I guess 6 feet became a standard not too long ago. But like that was a real problem. And I guess the biggest problem was policing the plots after the hole was dug because the ground was already pretty soft to begin with. So they'd literally go and rob these corpses the day they were buried and shit like that.
No, most of them probably had the groundkeepers in on it.
Oh yeah, I didn't really think about that.
They're the ones that end up burying them, dude.
Yeah, because they ain't
so they
making shit.
they probably robbed them right there, and then
could you imagine?
Or they
Are there any more jobs like more I don't know, I guess just like scumbagging?
Rabbi's not wrong with Ben Franklin. Look, I like Ben Franklin, dude.
Oh, okay.
But,
I could understand that. Well, I mean, in that case, it's for science, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
but that was
sense.
actually common during that time in England as well. Like for they'd have to go in and maybe steal some bodies.
Well, because you would make pretty decent money off the corpses.
Yeah. Because then they go to like some research academy that they can try to figure out what's going on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean that makes sense to me. I just, I think being a grave robber, like just digging up corpses and stealing jewelry and shit like that off of them, that's what I'm referring to. And I'm reminded of that story I told. I think I already told that story on the show about one of our neighbors back in the day getting caught at a cemetery. He dug up a body and he was basically caught trying to turn a human skull into a bong. And so he got arrested for that. It was like one of our friend's older brothers growing up. He was constantly in trouble. Like the dude was just a whacked out scumbag. Let's get back to this USPS bullshit. Try to stomach this audio.
Weren't Burke and Hare murderers Bite Size?
Excuse me?
Oh,
Bite Size just put something up.
Grave robbing was really popular in Scotland. Google Burke and Hare. You want to Google Burke and Hare while we play this?
You can tell being loaded up with blue post office boxes. Mark Delaney snapped this photo in North Portland and it went viral in no time. A lot of people are concerned that it looks like boxes are being removed ahead of the November election. And we reached out to USPS about that photo and they said, frankly, yes. 4 boxes in Portland, and wait for it, 27 in Eugene have been removed. But they say they're only removing them from locations that have multiple mailboxes next to each other, and that there was a decline in first-class mail volume since
Why does her chin look like it's melting off of her face?
Because it is.
However, they do expect even more boxes to be removed next week. Now, no doubt, this mass anxiety is fueled by President Trump's rhetoric surrounding the post office. He's come out hard against mail-in voting, claiming
Bite Size just gave us the Bite Size.
Riddled with fraud.
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh,
the Republican
nice.
secretaries of state in
So Burke and Hare, they were grave robbers, but they started to kill people so their bodies were nice and fresh to sell to a scientist. Holy shit.
It was 16 murders to be exact is how many they got before they were.
God damn.
That's a lot.
What was the time? Like what was the year that they were doing that shit in?
Like 1800s.
2019.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 1828.
Yeah, it was last year. Damn, dude, what a crazy way to make money. I don't know, that shit fascinates me. Like that day, or I guess like, you know, the biggest thing is like the Victorian era, that entire age is just so dark and gross.
Well, you have what? Jack the Ripper came out in the 1800s, early 1800s?
I think so, yeah. That's another thing too. It's just like there's absolutely zero forensics. Like the police are corrupt as all hell. There's like zero. I don't know. That's just like one of the shittiest times that you could have been alive in.
Yeah, 1888 for Jack the Ripper.
Oh wow.
Damn, boy.
Late in the 1800s.
Adam's Jack the Ripper. That's the bloodline he comes from. All right, let's see if they give us any more pertinent information.
Oregon and Washington have both actually confirmed it is very safe. And this morning, the president went as far as to admit on Fox Business that he is intentionally withholding money from the post office to make it harder to process mail-in ballots this November, saying, quote, they need that money in order to make the post office work so it can take all of these millions and millions of ballots.
Okay, so I kind of dug into that a little bit more when I saw this video. And basically what's going on is they were removing mailboxes that were too close to other mailboxes. Like basically they have concentrated areas where these mailboxes are, and some receive more traffic than others, and some are like unrealistically close to other mailboxes that get more traffic.
Yeah.
So the city was going around and pulling up the ones that don't get a lot of use.
That really sounds like those ultra feminists, dude. Because they're only removing mailboxes. What about female boxes?
All right, that was pretty fucking good. All right, that was actually
it wasn't good at all. But
no, that was good. That was too good to be like an
it's so good.
Joke.
No one laughed. Yes, mission accomplished.
Well, here you want it, fucking you can take it. Try to step on my dick while I'm talking.
Trump's a feminist, dude. That's all I'm saying.
This also goes back to how we were talking earlier about how everything's a political agenda too.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
The news clip about how they were trying to make it Trump when.
Oh yeah. Well, the whole problem with the society we're living in is everything's a conspiracy. You know, everything is like everything's hidden. Everything's got a hidden agenda. But it's like no, nothing's being hidden. All the corruption's right there in the forefront. Everyone that's a bag of shit on this planet is very, very candid about their shittiness. I feel like, and if you're still on the side on either side of the fence or the other, like for us, I know that like we have no political allegiance, because if you're playing that game, you're just playing into their hand. Like you're literally going out, you're voting for the same, like you're just voting for a different head to the same dragon, I guess, to make it hacky. But it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me that people are still falling for the same shit over and over again.
Why aren't they gonna do it, dude? They're gonna fall for it. It's just business as usual.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just look at the stories like this and I see what happens in the wake of them and the arguments they create and shit like that. And I just don't understand how people keep falling for the same tricks. Like, they obviously want us divided.
Because people don't want to focus. They want to eat their fucking garlic knots and their pizzas, and
listen to the chain smokers.
Whatever and I get it. You don't want to be consumed with actually what's really going on. You don't want to know. You're here for for a minute. So people don't care about that. They want to focus on,
No, you're right.
sensational stuff. They'll sacrifice their freedoms for that.
Well, this is the thing that's scary about it is like people are willing to sacrifice their friendships and their relationships with family members now.
That's what's crazy, dude. I've seen it.
It's becoming a sycophantic thing where like
what side you're on, it doesn't matter. But if you're on the opposite side, dude, it's like, that's it. Like, you got to cut ties with these people. Like, dude, you got to.
Yeah, they're almost demonizing politics within friend groups and families.
Yeah. Separate us even more.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
Now they're dividing families.
We keep falling for the same shit. It's like, why don't people see this? Like, to me, it seems like such a blatant, easy thing to spot. Like, I know when divide and conquer tactics are being implemented because it's a tactic as old as time.
Yeah.
So why have we not collectively learned yet? Like, how have we made these crazy advances in technology and in medicine and science and shit like that, but we don't innately understand when we're being toyed with or when we're being when things are being manufactured to make us feel a certain way.
Well, even now we're more disconnected from everyone.
We are and we aren't. That's the thing.
We are in the sense that like on a humanity level, we're all connected to the internet. Oh, we're doing school online, everything online.
I got you.
So now we're even more detached from each other. So we can't come together as a people even more so. Now it's going to be divided. Whoa, this little view, this little view, this little view, and we're all in our homes. So we're all going to be just trolls.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We're just going to be trolling for some stupid side when we all should be getting together because there's much more bigger, there's bigger issues going on and we're just sitting here.
Or the other thing that happens traditionally where people will recede to corners of the internet where they can just basically create like private groups or create their own echo chambers.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's already happened. They're all echo chambers. Everything is echo chambers.
It's either trolling or it's echo chambers. That's it. That's your source of refuge on the internet. Like, I just hate what we're devolving into, and like I just hate to see human beings that are capable of the same paths of thought and the same like realizations that they need to make. Like, they're all capable of doing it, but like everyone's just too lazy to do it. Everybody's too lazy to read. Everybody's too lazy to.
Oh, I'm just settle down. I'm too lazy to read. So.
Well, no, I'm saying like read articles or read into things. Like, don't trust one article. Read around. Get some knowledge. Like, what's wrong with actually taking some time to educate yourself on a certain matter, especially if it makes you feel something. If it makes you feel passionate one way or the other, if it makes you feel strongly enough to where you're willing to argue with a friend or a family member over it, at least look into it and learn about it, regardless of what side of the fence you're on or whose team you're rooting for, whatever the fuck. Just look into it yourself. Like, what has happened to us? Like, why are we so willing to argue without facts? Why are we so willing to give our opinions without backing it up?
Yeah, I mean, it just sucks in general, dude. We keep dividing. I don't know. I don't want to. It's getting played out. Just dividing. Everyone's getting divided. But
damn, I'm sorry to hear that, Rabbi.
Oh, no.
He said first class mail has been running slow, and it's due to the defunding, and it's affecting his business.
Yeah, I believe it.
It fucking sucks. He also says, I still vote for local elections, but it's pretty much corporate control on national scale.
I agree 100% on that.
Yeah. Until the masses can't be ignored.
You have a slight advantage voting locally.
Right. Yeah, you can.
There's still money in politics even at that level, but
how local though? I mean, because I don't think on a gubernatorial level. I forget how to say that. Is it gubernatorial or
gubernatorial?
Okay. On that level, I think it's still pretty fucking.
I don't think it's gubernatorial.
I don't know where I got that from. I don't fucking know, dude.
No, I know. That word does sound familiar.
I'm on PCP. Getting wet. So this is another thing. Logan actually made me aware of this organization today. So there's an organization called the FTP or the FTBA agency. It's the Freedom to Breathe agency, and they are they're anti-maskers. And I've got
we got anti-maskers. Well, maybe they are vaskers then. If they're vaccine and maskers,
I think it's safe to say these people are.
It's safe to say these are vaskers, right? Vaskers. They're probably anti-vaxxers and anti-maskers.
Yeah,
they probably are falling into the same group, right?
Yeah, I think that's
vaskers.
Fair. So here we're gonna check out the founder and chairperson of the FTBA, and we're gonna listen to this retarded bitch say some words, and I defy you not to stare at her extremely heavy boobas.
They are some heavy hangers.
Logan, heavy hangers.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's check this
They're
out.
not light.
Hi, everyone. This is Lenka Coloma, founder and chairperson of Freedom to Breathe Agency. Thank you so much for joining us.
Is that a fake tattoo?
It's such an honor to have you.
It's an Eye of Ra, isn't it? I think I don't know. It looks like one of those like stick-on tattoos. It's too like dull.
With us on this exciting team of empowered and proud Americans who value their freedom and personal liberty. As you might have noticed, our freedom and personal
liberty. Is there a
liberty
van pulling up in this video?
I don't know. She's literally in the foyer of what looks to be a McMansion. And I don't know why, but like, is it just me or does she sound just like Ariana Huffington?
That zipper looks really weird.
I'd love it if
goes across there like in a diagonal like that. What?
Love it if that zipper just let loose.
It looks like it is. It's about to.
What sucks though is this looks to be a woman of a certain age, so like you know that her dress is basically giving her heavy boobas the structural integrity that they are.
It's holding everything on, dude.
Yeah, and as soon as you unzip that smart little dress she's wearing or whatever the hell that is, it's gonna be a mess. However, I still would, and I know you guys would too. Don't you say otherwise?
Act on so many different levels, and this is exactly
right.
why FTBA was created. I personally was born in communist Czechoslovakia. My parents and my grandparents.
She's from your end of your neck of the woods, guys.
Not mine.
Czechoslovakia and Ukrainian, same thing.
Not even close.
Same thing. I don't want to hear it. That looks like a dress that you would wear if you breastfed.
Yeah,
that's true.
That might be what it is.
Look at her fucking house, rich slag. Yeah, so that's another thing. Actually, I think Logan pointed this out earlier when we found this, or when he showed me this. She's clearly in like a really nice house, and she said she comes from Czechoslovakia. So this is one of these bitches who was probably mail ordered. Yeah, she was probably mail ordered. Her husband clearly has some money, and now, like we have talked about in the past, these rich bitches, they get into their little projects. You know, they always have to have a project going on. There's nothing worse than when an affluent individual talks about their projects they have going on. No one gives a fuck about it, especially when it's shit like this. Like this rich bitch was just sitting around. She's like, I don't like wearing mask. I'm going to put an extra spoon of peanut butter in my mouth and go make a problem for the people. When it's like, just start an OnlyFans, do what you know we all want you to do, and get it over with.
Experienced World War I, World War II. We've been through
here
the
we go.
Nazi era.
Fear
where
baiting.
Our part of where I was born, it's called the Sudets, was confiscated. Then the communists came. Communism was all I knew when I was born, and let me tell you, it's a regime where the government is in charge of everything.
Is she going to talk about the masks?
And everything you cannot do in your life and with your life, with your children, with your family. I didn't know anything different, so it was perfectly fine. But as I was discovering why it is, I started to realize this is something that's not absolutely suited to the human soul. That's designed to
get
be
to the
free,
mask
because
thing.
Freedom is our first birthright. Until we
Does she have painted on eyebrows?
It looks like it.
Could be.
The one on the right looks a little crooked.
They do that.
God damn it.
These women these days.
I hate it. Like the thing that pisses me off about it is the fact that like I still want to bang her, but like looking at those gross eyebrows, and you know damn well if you saw her up close, or if she like the next morning when you wake up and you have to see her without the makeup on, and all this like weird dolled up shit she's got going on. It's just a horrendous mess.
So her eyebrow above her left eye looks like it's raised up, like she's constantly asking a question.
Yes, it does. Like she's asking herself, why are they all wearing masks?
Well, yeah. There's a weird arch on the left stage right.
Oh, yeah. I just also noticed there's another zipper below that zipper.
Oh, shit.
That's very weird. This is a weird dress. That's like
I did not see that. That sounds like a zoop.
This is a...
How do you put that on?
Well, this is a husband comes home from work drunk and coked up, and she knows what she's there for, obviously. No one brought this bitch into their house because of her smarts or because of her talent. I can tell you that much right now.
Are you serious?
You can you can listen to her speak.
You're not convinced?
You can listen to her speaking and know right off the bat she has zero content of character, and especially if this is what she's choosing to use her time and resources for. She started a fucking anti-mask organization. I mean, I feel like that's only possible here. That's the type of shit you're only going to see in America.
Yeah.
America.
No, you're going to see that everywhere.
Yeah.
You're going to see chicks like this everywhere. She's not even American. She's from So she's from Czechoslovakia or whatever.
But she's here now. So like
she's here now, but there's plenty of Czech broads like that. There's plenty of fucking
anti-masking Czech broads,
Russian broads, Spanish, Portuguese
that are anti-maskers.
Probably. Oh, they're everywhere.
I think you're right. I think we're the only sane individuals in this fucking planet. We're sitting in this room right here together right now. That in the chat. The chat's always sane. Some good lads in the chat. I don't. If she doesn't start talking about the mask thing pretty soon, I'm gonna lose my mind. Shut it.
To get a job, to pursue happiness.
Happiness.
So I came 27 years ago, and
you should be speaking better than that. 27 years.
In the country, I started to see some fundamental problems that were
fundamental
happening in our country right here in United States.
Why does she have this tattoo,
and
dude?
I think you will all
because
agree,
she's woke.
This is why you are also here with
She
us,
came here 27
that
years ago. How old is she?
That are just now
872.
all coming to the surface, and our personal freedom and our liberty is under attack.
Oh, here we go.
And this is why we, citizens of United States, are standing up, and we are saying no to the tyrannical, demonic, fascistic
tyrannical and demonic
pushed on our throats to destroy us.
You don't wear your mask on your
our
throat,
economy,
bitch.
To destroy our freedom, our personal liberty.
Yeah,
and so
Rick, do you know about? Don't you know about lung burn, dude?
Oh yeah, I forgot the dreaded lung burn. Yeah, that's something.
Come on, apparently that's burn. Oh, I wear a mask. Got a lung burn.
That's a real problem. You gotta be careful about that, dude. You get a 3rd-degree burn on your lung skin. It's all fun and games till you get lung burn.
It's all fun and games till someone gets squirt, dude.
Does mask really heat up?
But this is the thing: is like she's already discrediting
Friction.
herself at every turn, like just through the rhetoric she's using, like tyrannical, demonic. It's a pandemic, bitch.
It's a damn panic.
Yeah, and it's like, what is it really that much of an imposition to wear a mask? The only imposition is like when you forget it sometimes and you're getting ready to walk into a store, you see like 5 people wearing masks and you're like, oh shit, I gotta go back to my car, I gotta go back to my house or whatever the fuck. That's the only imposition, really. If you don't forget your mask and you just put it on, like, I get it. It kind of blows if you have to wear it all day during work and shit like that. But buy a comfortable mask. They're not that expensive, and you can buy comfortable masks.
I'm not buying a comfortable mask. I'll just buy whatever the cheapest is.
Yeah, but you're a skinflint. That's different. Daddy likes comfort, especially when I'm on my feet walking around lifting heavy things all day. I'm a man, Adam, and I have a man's job, so I must be comfortable I must be comfortable at all times, so that I can work efficiently. But this is just more of the same to me. And then there's also, like, I think we've all seen the video at this point of the crazy lady that says she belongs to this organization, and she's hassling shoppers that are wearing masks and trying to get them to, like, what were they trying to sign, Logan? Was it like a petition or something?
So I believe the backstory behind that one is that the employee, I believe it's in like a Target or something, asked them to put on a mask, and she is handing them a paper saying that they are able to sue her for asking them to wear a mask.
Okay, so first of all, that's wrong. I've actually had that same problem at the store. I'm pretty sure, I mean, like, Target's a private business, right? Like, you can't just roll up in there and start filming and shit like that. Like, I know a lot of people do.
Yeah.
But
they can say you cannot film here, and it's private property, so you can't film there.
Exactly. So the whole thing is like, first of all, wrong. You can't sue anybody for them requesting to have or for them requesting that you have a mask on. Private business, they can refuse service to anyone they want. I had the same thing happen to me at the liquor store a couple weeks ago and was super fucking hot about it. But basically, what happened was this guy comes in and he's not wearing a mask, of course. I'm like, hey, dude, I need you to put a mask on. He goes, I have a medical condition. He automatically just started getting shitty with me. So I'm like, all right, well, I can't fucking serve you still. It doesn't matter whether you have a medical condition or not.
You go to a place that they can serve you.
Yeah, and so he's like, are you discriminating against me? And I'm like, no, we just don't fucking serve people with no mask on. That's what my boss told me. She writes my paychecks. That's it, dude. Sorry. And so he freaks out. He's like, I'm never spending another dime here again. And I'm like, we'll get by. I had never seen the guy before. He's not one of my regulars. Like, I'm there every day. Like, I know who comes in and doesn't come in.
That was a test, man.
Yeah, exactly. And my whole thing is like, okay, you have health problems. What are you doing outside, number one? And then number two, what are you doing drinking liquor?
He doesn't have a health problem. He's just doing a woke test, dude. He's trying to see if he can penetrate your wokeness,
You think he was woke fishing me?
Yeah.
Getting woke fished.
Agent D-Bone says, I hate wearing a mask. People don't want to wear it. Who cares? Doctors have said it won't stop COVID. You fucking sheep. That's a troll baiting is what that is. I know D-Bone. He's trying to bait some discourse.
To be fair to him, Dr. Fauci in the beginning did say that.
That's true. Yeah.
So you know.
Well, my whole thing is like whether.
And then he admitted that he lied intentionally so that there would be enough masks for freaking hospital people, but you lied, dude. So
yeah, at the end of the day,
you would have just sacrificed everyone else because you were worried about that. You should have said masks made a difference.
Right.
In the beginning.
Well,
now you flip flop. So now people are going to question it, though.
My whole thing is like, why? I don't see why it's such a big deal. Like, I don't get it. I actually enjoy wearing a mask. It makes it to where I don't have to speak to people as much or for as long as I normally would because everybody's kind of like in a hurry to get in and get out, and like the mask kind of muffles your voice and shit. So to me, I like it because it decreases human interaction, that I'm constantly always trying to avoid. And another thing is that like having any type of barrier over your face when you sneeze, cough, or something like that, regardless of whether or not it's 100% effective, it's still effective in preventing transmission and contraction. That's the whole thing. It's just a barrier.
Right.
So I don't see what the big fucking deal is. It's really not a big deal. I mean, I worked in an operating room for years, and I would have like 72-hour call shifts where you're in like 12, 14-hour procedures sometimes, and you're wearing a fucking surgical mask and a gown, all kinds of shit's covering you. So like they do that shit on a daily basis. Like there was another doctor who ran like 22 miles with a mask on just to show people like, hey, dude, it's not preventing you from breathing or not causing you any health issues or anything like that.
Yeah, I get that. I got a problem with that guy too. He's trying to be too edgy.
Well, yeah, that's an edgy move, but I'm
wear
just
a
saying.
mask. The bottom line is wear a fucking mask, but don't be edgy like this guy running 22 miles, and don't be edgy like the guy that walked into your store.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be a pussy. Like
either side of that edge is too much.
Well, my whole thing is like, don't fucking make it my problem. Like, do I look like I'm legislating anything? Do I look like I'm the one that makes the rules? So why are you coming at me sideways because you're a fucking piece of shit that doesn't know how to take care of your own priorities?
They're sitting sideways. You know that.
John says, I wear a mask 10 hours a day in a hot kitchen. You get used to it. Tired of these weak, entitled people.
Yep.
Agreed.
Yep.
John's also an actual man. So if any of you men out there are like looking for a good role model, that's one right there. That's a fucking man.
And wearing it in the kitchen, that must be pretty brutal.
Yeah, exactly.
That's got to be terrible.
Yeah.
But as I said, he's a real man, so I mean, he's going to be able to handle shit like that. And these other fucking baby boys out here running into my store causing me problems, and they're out there just trying to get a quick hit of schnapps.
You got to just wear a mask.
You got health problems. You're about to have some real fucking health
problems. You're always going to have the people that got to be fringe, dude.
Yeah.
That's part of America. Like, you should be just wearing a mask, but
just trying to jam people up.
Yes, exactly. There's always going to be someone that jams you up, and it's not going to be necessarily good that they're doing that.
I'm sick of these mask babies jamming me up.
Well, what I'm saying is that's foolish, of course, but it's nice that there has to be a counter to everything. I don't agree with what they're doing at all, but what I'm saying is there always should be some fringe stating the opposite. So you can defeat that, obviously, with the facts of how we're living and the nature of what's going on. But there always should be a dissenting opinion.
I agree. So, that's a really that's a slippery slope.
Yeah, it doesn't. No, it's not a. I mean, you said you should always allow dissenting opinion.
Oh well, yeah. As
regardless.
A whole, yeah. You're right. You're right.
I don't agree with any of that. Of course, you got to wear a mask in public, but it should always be out there you know, and yeah, some people are going to get tricked by, you know, false information necessarily, but
I say we go to a dictatorship. I say we try something new.
We can't sacrifice that, dude.
We sacrifice you. My fucking cup of blueberries is sweating all over my desk wood.
Blueberries.
I haven't eaten any of my blueberries. Yeah, they've just been sitting next to me here.
A piece of bread fill you up.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. Is like we forgot. Like I think all of us in this room forgot to eat before the show today, and so we had grumbling tummies. And
not anymore.
Well, young Logan and I ate
We smoked that joint, dude. Oh, you ate a piece of bread. That joint
we ate a piece of bread.
Just cured your hunger, dude.
That's not even close to true
You know
or
it's
scientifically
true.
sound at all.
I'm not hungry anymore.
You don't have a soul, Adam. You don't need food like other normal people need food. You survive on a weird mixture of hate and denial.
Yeah.
You know it's true. Out there trying to be people. Wasn't there a Florida sheriff that banned masks for his deputies?
Yeah, there was.
Okay, well,
And
I mean,
visitors.
that's par for the course for Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Rabbi says he just ate some scallops. Delicious.
Of course.
Well, get ready, dude, because you're about to have a
Scallops
Vader
are delicious.
bone. Dude, every time I eat shellfish, I just get the weirdest boner. It's like it will not go away.
Dog, there's a fucking, like a Slavic market now.
Mm-hmm.
It's been around forever. I just never went to it. There's Sala, dude. Oleg and I had Sala when we were doing the deck. Oh, fuck, man.
Did you get a boner?
Dude, Sala is the shit. You put some of that on a piece of bread.
Did you guys get a couple of boners and just kind of take it out on each other?
It's like $14-15 a pound, and it's just a small brick.
He's just circumnavigating the gay shit.
Dude, it's awesome. No, I didn't know. I wasn't paying attention. What?
I asked if you and your homeboy got shellfish boners and took them out on each other.
No.
Made some hot borscht. Hot borscht in your sheets.
No, we were. I showed you. Did I send you the pictures?
Adam spilled a load of
I actually
lukewarm borscht on his friend's back.
I didn't send you the pictures. So I apologize.
You don't have to apologize to me. Apologize
before
to
and
America.
after. Before and after. I'll send you the pictures.
Oh shit. Yeah, we need to get into this before it gets too late. Let's move into Bologna Boys.
Too late? It's like already 80 years.
Shut up, the music started already.
Bologna Boys.
So this week our Bologna Boys of the week are anyone and everyone that participates in pony play.
Pony play.
Apparently this is like a phenomena that's been around for a while, like on the internet at least. Like I'm pretty late to the game as far as pony play is concerned.
Oh boy, you are not only late, you are like, so.
I know it was on Tosh.0 and all that shit.
What, 10 years ago?
Yeah, whatever. But that's the thing. I don't watch TV, so I didn't know about this.
I don't watch TV.
Whatever. It's not a fucking competition.
It is.
Fucking idiot.
It is. I don't watch TV.
I don't read. I don't watch TV. You're really fucking cool, Adam. You're really cool. Hold on, let me see you. You're really fucking cool. Don't worry. No, your coolness is not up for debate here. All right? I get it. I'm late to the game with the pony play thing.
I think.
You think nothing?
I think you're challenging my coolness right now.
I'm about to come across this desk and jam you the fuck up. You just wait. As soon as this fucking episode's over, everybody's getting jammed up. Sorry, Logan, you're caught up in the storm. You're getting jammed up.
That's a jam storm, dude.
Yep.
Skylar gonna get jammed up too?
Skylar's definitely getting jammed up.
That is a guarantee. Even if there's no one else is getting jammed up, he's getting jammed up.
Actually, you know what? I'll be willing to put you guys getting jammed up aside if we can all come together as brothers in arms.
I know where you're going.
And we'll go jam up Skylar.
Of course.
Of course.
All right, cool. Well, after this is over, Skylar getting jammed up. Fair warning. But
do you think this guy is a cuckold?
100%.
Skylar says okay. And he also says, I don't think Adam is cool enough. I am getting jammed.
He's definitely right. I'm not cool enough.
Oh, nice. Bite Size says he's premiering a video soon in about an hour or two. So if you're listening or if you're in the chats and shit like that, you want some more hilarious material, Bite Size Cobra Vids, go check him out. Pop him a subscription.
Is he doing a live stream or something, you saying?
He's premiering a video. So
okay.
Yeah,
cool.
We'll definitely check that out.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, you guys need to check his shit out. You can click his profile in the chat there. Give him a subscribe. And so
sub or a down scribe.
Shut up. So yeah, this is a this is a pony fetish festival, and I think from what I saw, it's basically the guys are the ones that pretend to be the ponies, and then the slobbishly weird and like odd looking women that you're about to see, they are the doms, I guess. Like some of them are dominant, some of them just pretend that their male counterpart is a horse. So it's very odd. But
is the horse the sub in this?
Well, obviously, because they're like pulling carts, they're submitting to the I guess the will of the equestrian that possesses them.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
It's just very odd when you involve equus in a sexual fetish. I don't understand sexualizing animals, but then again, who cares? I don't know. I'm deep in the T-zone half the time anyway, so I'm not out here passing judgment. But let's go ahead and check this guy out.
Wonder.
Looks like Adam's firstborn son. This is what's gonna happen if Adam procreates.
Ponies on the Delta pony play event.
Welcome to Pony Play.
Pony play.
Ready, go! Yeah!
Hope we don't get DMCA'd for this hot music.
Oh,
today we're out
that's
here
it.
having a pony play competition where people compete in events and classes just the same as real horses do.
Get it! Get it! Yeah,
Oh, there's a chick.
Get it, girl! Get it!
These events are very competitive.
What
just like
the
a
fuck?
regular horse show event, we end up with some crashes and wrecks. People go down over the jumps. The competition gets pretty crazy sometimes.
I'm gonna beat you so hard.
When ponies put on the gear, it puts them into what they call pony space. And I see a lot of people that once they put the gear on, that actually turn into horses.
When I put the bit in his mouth, it's like a ritual.
They don't turn
between
into
us.
horses.
He needs that transition to get into headspace. And I can feel through the bit when he actually kind
Rock
of changes
hard.
from like human space to like pony space. So now I'm gonna leave him here for.
Oh no, I just got so YouTube just gave me a warning. It says, "Heads up, we've detected copyrighted audio on your video in your stream. Your stream may be temporarily blocked."
That's it.
Well, at least we got the idea out. You guys know what we're talking about now when it comes to pony play. What a bunch of fuckboys. How is that? How are we infringing upon anything by just having a fucking quick like couple of minutes of a video up so that people can understand what pony play is?
Oh, we're commenting on it. We're not.
We're like, yeah, exactly. We're not even letting any like audio play out clearly and shit like that. Go fuck yourself, YouTube. What a bunch of turd suckers.
And Bite Size Nar already Googled it for Adam.
Yes, I was just
Nice. Oh shit,
Logan already got me the info. Sent it over. He already set up RSVPs. So
yeah,
I was about to say, man, fucking
game, set, match.
That's good. At least the stream's still going. I just hate that shit, man. Like Disney did that to me like a month ago on one of my live streams in Facebook and shit like that because I played a couple of seconds from Good Morning America or whatever the fuck it was, and I was making fun of one of the anchors the entire time. Like there was no real like crazy amount of audio getting through from their segments or anything like that or any of their music or whatever.
Why were you making fun of a specific part of a ship?
Shut up, dude. Shut the fuck up. YouTube will be deleting videos that they feel are showing hacked material. Yeah, that's another thing too, is like when you're at the mercy of the YouTube staff, you are already fucked, especially if you're a show like us. It's not a good scene. Like they're always gonna find a way.
It's a goddamn arms race.
If they want you gone, you're gonna be gone. That's the thing. And if that ever happens, like we always have a backup and shit like that. We always got something up our sleeves. But they're not gonna. I mean, they're certainly not gonna stop us from doing the show the way that we want to do it. They can go fuck themselves.
Testify.
Fuck the Zuck too. He ain't shit either. I'm sick of him just burying all of our content. Like I don't spend the time editing these clips and cutting shit out just to have them buried. You know what I mean? It's a fucking pain in the ass, like putting that much work into something just to have some piece of shit money grubbing fuck.
Zuckerbeast he's like a pay to play kind of guy on Facebook. So
he's a pussy, and I hope his fucking wife wises up and kills him.
Oh, that could be a cold situation.
Hope she has a miscarriage
Allegedly
and drowns him with it.
Probably not likely. But
big tech is owned by the war machine. Another shalom to you, Mr. Rabbi.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
Well, I guess with that being said, we should probably start
Amazon
making
Web Services. Look it up.
Should probably start segueing out.
Have a good one.
Daddy's ready to. Okay, don't get ahead of yourself, buddy. Let me tell you something right now. Did you just
Logan just jumped the gun on that, dude.
You tried to usurp me and fucking give the goodbye. Oh my god. All right, well, I gotta go discipline a fucking intern. Thank you all for joining us for another installment of the Brass Tacks Podcast. Thank you to everybody that joined us live. Make sure that you catch us every Saturday on YouTube and Podbean. Brass Tacks Podcast on all podcast platforms. I'm over here. I'm just fucking terrible at doing the outro. Every time I fuck it up. If you have any suggestions for this show, go ahead and send those over to therealbrasstacks@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram @therealbrasstacks. Facebook, go like the page, even though we don't really do shit with it. It's just one more thing that we always try to, I guess, get out there. I fucking hate Facebook. I don't think I'm going to do it anymore, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to do much with them at all. It's just such a waste of time.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate you guys joining us. Till next week, stay safe, all that good shit. Make sure you pop over to Bite Size Cobra Vids. Check out his premiere.
He's coming up. He's got something coming out, dude.
Yeah.
The hot take. Pop it up.
So until next time, guys, have a great week. Stay safe. Don't be an asshole. Much love. Goodbye.
Blah.